The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcats offense will take the first swing of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking for a man. It's Howell. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and look for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. He'll take the deep shot. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a man, it's Howell. Gets it out quickly.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Bearcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires and picked off.
Well, they were probably thinking four-down territory with the third and shorts. The quarterback is licking his chopstick, and there's no way the defense is going to be thinking, I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball. but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept.
Looking deep down the right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Got a little space. Still on his feet. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no...
Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Houck. Got a man. It's Fletcher. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And runs through another guy. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bearcats. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll take it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout.
Wide open, he makes the catch. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there and there down to the 24. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. To the air, it's Hawkins. Got his man. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments.
And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Can't get him to the ground. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. That's reeled in. It's Tees. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hout. Got his man.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field to get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Toledo notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from the Glass Bowl is worth its weight in gold to the Rockets. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. LSU quick to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was there.
He's going for the big play. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
And the Bearcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He's going to run it. Did the work himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down.
Breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Now on the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown Tigers! And the route is on.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Bringing it back. He's at the touchdown LSU. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Hout. Bringing the heat. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
dances away from the pressure going to his left. The sure hands, it's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real...
Turning it on. He's at the and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Fletcher. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Hout. Unloads to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a third down play. Rides to back and leaves it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Bearcats are on the move. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football, and they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Bearcats line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 40. Quarterback gets enough. Oh, a lot of space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Georgia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Gets the back moving. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, at the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The 21.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Watkins. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Just complete and utter dominance.